If you speak English as a second language, it can feel challenging to answer interview questions in a language that's not native to you. Preparing your responses to the most common questions that interviewers ask in English speaking interviews may help you feel more confident. Practicing answers to frequently asked questions gives you an opportunity to enhance your language skills and communicate effectively with potential employers. In this episode, I broke down the lesson into 6 parts and shared common interview questions and some sample answers to help you practice answering questions for an interview in English. But first, make sure to download, click like, and share this podcast series on a playlist or with your friends. Also, I invite you to join my YouTube channel, Look and Listen English Lessons with Sharon Faye. You won't regret it, I promise. So sit back and enjoy your listening. Hi, Mr. Hazrat. Ali, what can you tell me about yourself?
Hi, my name is Ali. I live in Jordan. I study for about 3 years editing. I married my wife and I just had our first child.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. I have been working as an editor since 2021 as a freelancer, but now I'm looking to be an employee.
Right. So, are you interested in a full-time or part-time position?
I enjoy working in a full-time position, but one day I might like to move to a part-time position.
I see. Did you bring your CV?
Certainly, here it is.
May I have a look? Okay, thank you. So, let's see. So, Ali, do you have a degree?
Yes, I do have a degree.
Oh, so what is it? Oh, where is it? Oh, here. Oh, here it is. Graphics and video editing. Oh, that's great. I see. So, what was your last job?
My last job was an editor because I was working as a taxi driver as well.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I need to support my family and it is not enough to rely on editing.
Right, so how long did you work as a taxi driver?
I worked for 3 years before starting my business as a freelance video editor.
Yeah, but why did you leave your last job as a taxi driver?
Well, I didn't just yet. I actually run the station from time to time, but I hope to get this job so then I can quit doing this,
Right. So, do you have any references?
Sure, I'm sure I could ask some of my previous bosses for you, and I'm sure most of my clients, mostly YouTube creators, will be happy to recommend and share the experience working with me.
Right. So, do you work well with others?
I'd like to think I do.
Great. So, can you work in a group setting? Because it's very important.
Yes, I can.
Right. So, what is your biggest strength?
I think I'm very creative and like to meet my clients' expectations. I can say that I have patience with people.
Okay, now what is your biggest weakness?
Sometimes I get a bit stressed.
Have you ever worked in this field, Ali?
Well, I am an editor, so I can edit all kinds of material on YouTube channels, weddings, and bar mitzvahs. You name it.
Yes, but working on CNN news can be very stressful. News editing requires different qualification, which frankly I don't see on your CV. Are you an organized person?
In my work life, yes. In my personal life, no.
Okay, now how would you say, what are your short-term goals?
I would be happy to get this position.
What are your long-term goals?
I suppose to live a happy life.
Indeed. Well done. So, why should we hire you?
I think I am proactive, creative, and enthusiastic, and I learn fast.
That's great. So, when can you start?
Immediately.
Hey there, listeners. Pay attention. A CV is a short written summary of a person's career, qualifications, and education references. People who can talk about their work experience, work ethic, character, and ability. Now, we are about to continue. This time, it is a conversation, a telephone survey of two people talking about their jobs. Hello? Hello? Hi, Sharon. My name is Anita and I'm calling from OMG. Now, I'm calling you about the career survey in which you agreed to participate earlier. I would like to go through the survey with you now. Is this a good time to speak with you? Um, yeah, go ahead. Right, so Sharon, where do you work? Well, I do many things. So I have my business teaching English, but I am also a professional actress. So I'm taking TV and movie projects occasionally, only if it's worth it, you know what I mean? I mainly enjoy working as a YouTube creator, podcaster, and content writer. Oh, wow. That sounds interesting. Not to mention, not boring, not at all. Wow. Yeah, I love what I do, but it's difficult and challenging, I must say. Right, right. So what is the most important part of your job? I think I love teaching my wonderful students and create new stuff. Okay. How many days a week do you work? Around 5 to 7 during weekends as well. What can I say? No rest for the wicked, huh? Right. Right, right. But you are your own boss, right? So can't you take a break? Oh, yeah, that's a good question. What was your first acting job? I had a role in a great student film years ago. What I think my first was when I was around 14. I had my own clownery business. Oh man, that was so funny. My dad was my driver and my producer, and he was in charge of blowing the balloons. That was great. Oh, the good old times. Oh, right. Nice. So would you like a new job? No, I'm really happy with what I do. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Would you recommend your line of work to others? What can I say? If you enjoy teaching, then I think it's a fabulous career path. Regarding all the rest of it's too much work if you ask me. You need to be committed to it. It's not easy. Right. So, what job would you never do? To be honest, I would not do your job. That's for sure. No rest for the wicked means that one's work never ceases. Hi there, listeners. This part includes general questions and short response style, which is commonly used in casual conversation. So let's go through these examples. Number one, what did you do this weekend? This weekend, we visited our friends and mostly relaxed at home. What about you? Number two, what will you do after work? Well, I think I'll go for a quick drink with Sam and Pam. Number three, how was the traffic today? Oh, terrible, as always. Number four, when are you taking time off? Good question. Number five, what about you? What are you going to do on your holiday? Well, I think relax, explore, and hopefully visit some vineyards. Number six, Any plans for the weekend? Oh, we're going to see our families. Number 7. Are you working late tonight? Yes, I'm working unusually late tonight. Number 8. Did you find a good parking spot? I didn't have to park. I work from home. Number 9. What time do you get home from work? Well, I normally try to finish working at around 9 o'clock. Number 10. How do you get to work? I have my studio at home. Number 11. How are your kids? Very well, thank you. To begin an interview, hiring managers often ask simple questions to learn more about you and your professional history. Now, they usually start with "Tell me about yourself," as we learned in the first part of the lesson. Here are some common general questions employers may ask you during an interview in English. For example, what's your ideal work environment? How do you organize important tasks? Can you tell me about a time you overcame a challenge? Who do you admire and why? What's something that motivates you? What did you like the most about your previous job? What are your weaknesses? What do you do for fun? After learning general information about you, potential employers typically ask questions to determine your education and work experience. Hiring personnel may ask you questions like these to learn more about your experience and background. So, number 1 would be, can you describe your relevant work experience? Number 2, what training do you have that qualifies you for this position? Number 3, what part of your education do you value the most? Number 4, do you have any management experience? Number 5, describe your main responsibilities in your previous job. Number 6, what hours did you work in your previous role? Number 7, do you have experience using software programs? Number 8, what was the most valuable thing you learned from your previous job? Number 9, have you ever served in leadership role? And 10 would be, what skills have you learned that prepared you for this role? We have reached part 6, how to finish the interview. Now, once a potential employer learns more about your qualifications, they may finish an interview by asking more specific questions about your position or your skills. Employers may ask more complex questions such as these in English, so pay attention. Number 1, what are your salary expectations? Number 2, what are your career goals for the next 5 years? Number 3, describe your greatest accomplishment at your previous job. Number 4, in what areas do you want to grow or learn more? Number 5, are you willing to travel for the position? Number 6, are you willing to relocate for this position? Number 7, what might make you successful in this job? Number 8, do you feel collaboration is important in the workplace? Number 9, how have you turned a weakness into a strength? And 10 would be, what do you feel you can offer our company if you get hired for this position? Thanks for listening to Look and Listen English Lessons podcast. To continue improving your English, you are welcome to join my channel and watch the videos on different topics and levels. Till next time, bye bye.